1. What is the deadline to serve a defendant in a Florida civil action after filing the complaint? A. 60 days. B. 90 days. C. 120 days. D. 180 days. 2. In Florida, a motion for summary judgment must be served at least how many days before the hearing? A. 10 days. B. 15 days. C. 20 days. D. 30 days. 3. Which court has jurisdiction over civil cases involving more than $50,000 in Florida? A. County Court. B. Small Claims Court. C. Circuit Court. D. District Court of Appeal. 4. In Florida, a felony is defined as any crime punishable by A. A fine only. B. Less than 1 year in jail. C. More than 1 year in prison. D. Death or life imprisonment only. 5. The Stand Your Ground law in Florida allows a person to A. Retreat before using deadly force. B. Use deadly force only in the home. C. Use deadly force without a duty to retreat when lawfully present. D. Use force only after calling 911. 6. A defendant in Florida has the right to a jury trial in A. Civil traffic infractions. B. All civil cases. C. Misdemeanor and felony criminal cases. D. Only felony cases. 7. The Florida Constitution differs from the U.S. Constitution in that A. It does not contain a Bill of Rights. B. It permits advisory opinions from the Florida Supreme Court. C. It supersedes federal law in criminal cases. D. It allows unlimited terms for the governor. 8. Which of the following is required for a constitutional amendment by initiative in Florida? A. 2/3 of both legislative chambers. B. Majority approval by voters. C. 60% voter approval. D. Approval by the governor and legislature. 9. Under Florida law, a contract for the sale of goods over $500 must A. Be signed by a notary. B. Be in writing to be enforceable. C. Be witnessed by 2 parties. D. Be filed with the Secretary of State. 10. A minor's contract in Florida is A. Void. B. Voidable by the minor. C. Enforceable by the adult only. D. Automatically enforceable if oral. 11. The Florida Evidence Code follows which primary standard? A. Federal Rules of Evidence. B. Uniform Code of Evidence. C. Florida Statutes Title VII. D. Common Law Rules only. 12. In Florida, excited utterances are admissible under which rule? A. Business records. B. Prior inconsistent statements. C. Hearsay exceptions. D. Best evidence rule. 13. Under Florida bar rules, a lawyer may not enter into a contingency fee agreement for A. Personal injury cases. B. Divorce or child custody cases. C. Collection cases. D. Property damage claims. 14. Trust account records must be maintained for a minimum of A. 2 years. B. 3 years. C. 5 years. D. 6 years. 15. A Florida lawyer may divide fees with a lawyer in another firm only if A. The division is proportional to work. B. The client consents in writing. C. There's a reasonable total fee. D. All of the above. 16. Florida follows which rule for marital property? A. Community property. B. Equitable distribution. C. Title-based rule. D. Fixed 50-50 split. 17. A tenancy by the entirety in Florida requires A. Intent. B. Marriage. C. Deed only in one name. D. Two separate loans. 18. Florida is A. Contributory negligence state. B. Pure comparative negligence state. C. Modified comparative negligence state. D. Strict liability state in all torts. 19. For defamation to be actionable in Florida, the plaintiff must prove A. Harm only. B. Actual malice in all cases. C. A false statement, publication, and harm. D. Intent to cause distress. 20. In Florida, child support is primarily determined by A. Parental agreement. B. Statutory guidelines. C. Child's wishes. D. Parenting plans. 21. Florida allows no-fault divorce based on A. Adultery. B. Extreme cruelty. C. Irreconcilable differences. D. Incompatibility. 22. A will in Florida must be A. Signed by the testator and one witness. B. Notarized. C. Signed by the testator and two witnesses. D. Typed and notarized. 23. A holographic will in Florida is A. Valid if signed and dated. B. Valid with a notary. C. Not valid under any circumstance. D. Valid only if witnessed. 24. In Florida, an LLC must file A. Articles of Incorporation. B. Certificate of Formation. C. Articles of Organization. D. Operating Agreement. 25. Piercing the corporate veil in Florida may occur if A. The business fails to earn profit. B. The business pays dividends. C. The corporate form is misused for fraud. D. The owner files bankruptcy. Florida Bar Practice Test. The Florida Bar Practice Test is a preparatory tool designed to help prospective attorneys become familiar with the content and format of the Florida Bar exam. This practice test simulates both components of the actual exam, the Florida-specific portion, which assesses knowledge of state law, and the multi-state bar examination MB, which tests general legal principles such as contracts, torts, and constitutional law. It helps examinees gauge their readiness, identify areas for improvement, and build test-taking confidence. The practice test also emphasizes key procedural rules, ethics under the rules regulating the Florida Bar, and practical applications of legal concepts. Utilizing these tests can significantly enhance performance and increase the chances of passing the Florida Bar on the first attempt. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. Enhances exam readiness. The Florida Bar Practice Test replicates the actual exam structure and rigor, helping candidates build familiarity with question formats and time constraints. 2. Identifies knowledge gaps. It highlights weak areas in both Florida-specific law and multi-state bar exam topics, allowing targeted study and more efficient preparation. 3. Improves test-taking strategies. Practicing under timed conditions refines pacing, boosts confidence, and sharpens analytical skills essential for both multiple-choice and essay portions of the exam. 4. Reduces exam anxiety. Simulated testing experiences help reduce stress and build confidence by creating a realistic test environment, improving mental preparedness. 5. Supports consistent study habits. Regular use of practice tests encourages structured learning and discipline, keeping candidates focused and aligned with their study schedules.